Hello everybody. I'm just tidying up the mower. It had a few scratches on it after my stupidness of getting too close to the edge over there. Luckily, where the mower is a lot wider than the tractor though, the mower sort of dug into the bank and prevented the tractor from getting damaged and scratched. I did get a couple of scratches on the mower, but I've just used a bit of T-cut that Seth gave me to sort of buff them out a little bit, so it's not too bad. But we've had a little bit of rain earlier, so I've not really been able to do a lot. But what we want to do is today is get that grass that we mowed turned into hay, because hay is going to pay us more. We're going to earn more money from the hay than we would grass. Does mean a little bit more extra work, but I was a bit worried we wouldn't be able to afford the equipment. But I've had a word with the guys up at the shop, and they have a very cheap tedder and a very cheap windrower. They are pretty much identical, so we're probably going to buy both of them. Oh, there's a deer there. It does look very dark though. I'm hoping we can get most things done today. So we need to head on up to the shop to purchase the tedder at least, because now it is dry and the sun is back out. That will definitely help us with drying out that grass. At the minute I'm not going to worry too much about mowing all this side up, because otherwise I think it's going to get a little bit too much for me, because this was a bit of a mammoth task if you remember rightly. There's quite a lot there to collect, so and also then I need to work out about a baler. I need to speak to the guys at the shop. I don't know if we're going to be able to afford to get a baler, what sort of things they've got on offer for us, or available should I say. But once I sort of explain to them what we want to do, the only other thing to maybe look or consider, but I don't think we'll ever be able to afford one of them, certainly not yet, is a loading wagon. We could pick up the hay loose, but they are very expensive bits of kit. But anyway, I'm going to get to the shop. It's quite a nice afternoon now, and purchase the tedder. And I'll probably see you back down at the field. I'll show you the tedder and everything. I've not even seen it myself, but I'm just going on what they said about it being cheap, so that is the main point that I was happy with, because at the minute we do not have a lot of money. I think we're definitely going to be having to cut a few more trees down. But anyway, because I've talked so much, we are already here at the shop, so I will go and see them, and like I say, I'll see you back down at the, well, I said field, but grass area, and we'll see what we can do. So I'll see you in a bit, guys. Right, we've had a bit of a result. This tedder, I'll show you it there. It's only cost us $1,300, and the windrower is pretty much exactly the same. I've seen that as well, except it's red. These bits are red instead of yellow, and that is also going to cost us $1,300. It's got a pretty good working width on it, so not so much the tedder, but it is starting to get a little bit dark. I'm starting to worry whether we're going to get all of this done now before it does get dark. But let's see what happens. As you can see, that is working an absolute treat. It's got a very good working width on it. I think it's about 6 meters. And we are going at 11 miles per hour, which is awesome. But like I say, bit of a mammoth task to get all this done, so I'm hoping we can get it all done before it gets dark. The sun is over there somewhere going down as we speak. But all we can do is try and do our best.
I look out across the water, I smell the salt and feel the breeze, but in my heart I hear the calling of my old home, Tennessee. We don't know where these rivers flow, or why the wind chooses when and where to blow. The sun is gonna rise each and every time, but I've still got Tennessee on my mind.
Right, we're almost done. We've got this little bit left to do. Either side of the electricity poles, kind of wishing I didn't bother going that far. It's going to make it a little bit awkward, and probably leave a load of hay on the path or the track. I may leave the 2 strips we did across there and down, just kind of to mark our boundary. I may leave those just for that reason, because hopefully when we do start sort of making fields, we'll be able to see roughly where we've been. So yeah, I think this is gonna, it's not too bad actually. Might flick over a bit as we go round, and then we need to find some sort of home for this tedder, because we do not have any sheds yet. Let's try and get those bits. There may be a couple of odd little bits that I've missed along the way, but I'm hoping as we windrow, it's going to windrow it all in together. So far, so good. I shouldn't think we're going to get a huge amount back from this hay, because this is just all the grass that was there. It's not got a very good yield. There's lots of weeds in it, but at the minute that is all we've got to work with, so that is what is going to have to happen, I'm afraid. Yeah, there's a couple of little bits. It's just, oh, there we go. Right, that would do. I'm not doing any more. That is fine. Right, can we cut through over here? Like I say, I have no idea where to put this, because I do not have any sheds, so I think it could probably just live there for now. So, back up to the shop for the windrower, and kind of repeat that process, I'm afraid. So that's going to take another 1,300 off of us, but that is fine. I'm okay with that. It's just the worry of the baler. I'm going to have a quick chat with the guys, because I didn't do that earlier. It's more of a rush to get back down here to start tedding. So I'll see you back down here. Hopefully you have some sort of news on a baler or something like that. We're back, and as you can see, it's pretty much identical, except it is red. This is 6.5 meters wide, I was told, and the tedder is in fact 7 meters wide, so pretty cool. We're just gonna have to remember that the windrower is red, and the tedder is yellow. Hopefully this should put some decent swaths out, which it's looking like it's going to. I did speak to them about a baler. They do have a small baler up there, and the cheapest thing they've got is $8,000, which is achievable, but like I say, that's probably going to mean cutting some more trees down to try and raise those funds, hoping once we've raised them we can earn a bit more money back off of these bales. Like I say, it's not going to be a lot, but we've got to do something. And I think we can start looking at maybe creating some fields, but again, that's going to mean buying more equipment. So it is going to be a bit pricey every now and then. I'll be glad to get at least this windrowing job done today. Whether we do get a chance to get the baler and some of that done, I'm not sure. Could have a problem with that swath back there actually, because that isn't our land, so we might not be able to pick that up, which is a bit annoying. Right. That bit there's going to be a bit awkward, isn't it? May have to just go up the road for that. We'll see. Yeah, it could be a case of kind of going up the road and weaving in and out of the poles there. That's why I wish I hadn't bothered mowing that side. Obviously, if we create any fields, it's going to be this side of those poles. We won't be going around them, because that is just going to make it more awkward and more work for us. So definitely not doing that. If we do miss any little bits, I can either come back and get them with the baler. But obviously this grass will start to regrow, so it could be a little bit awkward trying to see little spots like that. What I think we'll do is we'll turn around. We won't go across the top this time, because hopefully it should all stay within our boundaries then. But as you can see, it's decent working width again, which is pretty good to start off with. Can't believe how cheap even those two implements were. But that is what we've got to keep our eye open for. And the shop as well are fully aware of our budget, so they know we can't afford a lot. And to be fair, they've been very, very good so far to us, which is nice. And hopefully we can maintain that relationship.
From Reapers Fork to Watertown, and maybe Johnson City or Memphis bound. No matter where I go, no matter what I see, I still hear the calling of Tennessee. I miss the smoke on the Cumberland.
Right, I reckon a couple more passes through, we should be okay. Oh, we've got a bit over there, haven't we, to do the other side of the poles. See what happens with that. I'll try and make it as neat as we can. And then we might have to chop a couple of trees down. There's still a couple of big ones over there that I said we wanted to get rid of, or I was going to get rid of. To be fair, that one over there possibly could go, but it's not a very big tree, so I don't think we're going to get much for that. That kind of is in the way a little bit. So let's get to the end like so. A couple of times I've got very close to this edge again, which has been a bit frightening after the last shenanigans. I'm very pleased with these two purchases today. Very cheap and very, very efficient. I think they are definitely going to be pieces of equipment we'll be keeping for a long time. Just because of their sort of working width. And we still have daylight, which is good. So I'm hoping we can get some of the baling done at least today, but obviously we need to raise those funds, so depends how long that's going to take cutting some trees down. What I'll probably do is just select a few trees, I'll cut them down and then I'll chop them all up, but I'll bring you back in when we're going to sell them. I think Seth's place will probably be the best bet again. Like I said, I'll try and sell as much as we can to Seth, just for the fact that he's been good to us so far and helped us out. And I think he's also gonna sort of help us out with the prices as well. So he should be one of the better places to sell for us, certainly at the start. But even he is aware that we do have to make as much money as we can, so he understands. Alright, so there's a couple of bits that are being missed, but it's pretty good so far what we've got. Just try and stay away from these poles, that's good. Right, quite impressive. It's not too much over the track as well. I might be starting to get the hang of this farming lark, you know. Or have I just spoken too soon? Probably have. Right, there's a tiny bit left there, but in fact let's see if we can, that is going to be over the path now, but that's fine. There we go, that's a little bit better than that. Let's fold that up. And then this can also go somewhere in here. It'll be very, very nice the day we do get some sheds. Or sheds that we don't actually knock down. So, windrower and tedder together, pretty much identical. You can just see that that is slightly bigger. Very cool, very pleased with that. Right, so that one there, I think that's already leaning, possibly that one. There is that one in the middle as well. Let's go over to this one straight away. I think it was that one, wasn't it? Yeah, I think we should get away with firing it straight down there. If it hits the fence, that's not a problem. The fence needs repairing anyway. So I'm not too fussed about that. Try and leave a bit of stump so that I know where they are. Good, good. That was perfect. So that is going to be one tree we can sell. What are we looking at? We need to raise... Oh, we don't want to do that. Yeah, we need to raise over 6,000. So quite a task ahead of us. What I'm going to do is get this chopped up. Hopefully I can fit all that on the truck. And then I'll bring you back in when we're ready to sell. And then we'll go for another tree. So, yeah. Could be just this for today, I'm not sure. So we're just heading into Seth's place. I'm about to take a very steady, slow drive. In fact, I drove across the grass and not the track because I think it's less bumpy. Seth's got his fire going again. And we have got the full tree on there, as you can see, stacked right out. So I'm not even going to take the straps off. Hopefully Seth can sort that out. See how much we get for that. We're at $1,964. Wow. I think the prices have gone up. $3,568 Seth has given us for that. So happy days. Hopefully one more tree to cut down. Where's our little turning spot? There it is. Yeah, one more tree to chop down and I think we will be good to go for that baler. So hopefully we can get that done. Like I say, hopefully start. It'd be great if we could do all of the baling today. But I'm not sure. Like I said earlier, we will just do all that we can. That is all we can do. I can't change the time of day, the light or anything like that. So I'm going to go and pick another tree. I think we will possibly go for that one that's in the sort of middle of our yard. I am quite tempted to get rid of that tree there, the sort of orangey one, at some point. Possibly might do that one off camera, but I'm not sure. I will keep you in the loop though. If we head on back into the farm through here, yeah, so what were our options? Let's have a quick look. The pickup can stay there. So there's that one there. That one's leaning as well. I think all those ones are leaning. Well, there's that one. To be honest with you, that one possibly a bit taller. Oh, we've got power lines there. Not that we've got any power to the yard. Possibly could get it to land on the sheds and ruin the sheds. So it's definitely that one. We could probably aim for that gap somewhere there. I think it's against the way it is leaning, but they've got power lines there, like I say, something like that. I think we probably do. There we go. Awesome. Couldn't have planned that better. Right, I will do exactly the same again. Like I say, hopefully after this tree we will have our $8,000. Well, hopefully more than $8,000. Then we'll head on up to the shop and we can get that baler that they've recommended to us. So, I'll see you in a little while again. Back into Seth's place then. We are losing a little bit of light, but I'm hoping that this load will be enough for our baler. We can get that and at least make a start on the bales. So let's stop there. I'm not even going to unstrap that again. It doesn't look as much, but then I think I've got bigger chunks there, so let's go and see what he says anyway. Happy days. 3,656 I think that was. Awesome. We've now got 9,156. We can go and get our baler, guys. Now the only thing with this baler is it produces small bales, so we obviously going to have quite a few of them, but we should be able to lift them up by hand, which is good because they are so small. So that again is going to be quite a lengthy process collecting them. I think we'll probably, well, not probably, we are going to have to chuck them in the back of this, because as of yet there's no other means of us to carry things around. But getting the baler is a massive start. We'll have to swap over to the tractor and then head up to the store, which is good because they will still be open, and hopefully we can start baling some of this up. Exciting times. I'm quite pleased with the progress we are making on our farm. It's going to be, whoa, I think there's a tree stump there. I have to remember that. What was I saying? I think it is going to be quite a long process, we know this, but it's all going to be about building up the farm, and hopefully you guys will stick with me for the journey of it. Mammoth task, but we are up for it. Right, I'm going to head on up to the shop. I will see you up there and we'll check out this baler. Well, there it is, look. It's pretty much the same size as the tractor, if not bigger. But that is pretty cool little baler, that. The bales are going to pop out the top there, drop on the floor, so that's quite exciting. Well, let's hook up to it, hoping it doesn't weigh too much. Seems to be okay. We should be able to handle this with the tractor. Cool bit of kit though, that. So that was 8 grand, as I said, and it's going to produce the tiny bales that we will be able to pick up. So I'm going to guess there is going to be quite a few from that area that we've mowed and tedded. But until we can afford a bigger baler that produces bigger bales, this is what we've got for now. But the sun is going, hoping it's only because it's behind that cloud, but we'll see how we get on. I think we'll start over this far side. Feels like you're in the middle of nowhere when you get down to this part. Obviously there is life around us. Right, so I think if we unfold that, fire it up. Oh wow, look at that. Don't want to get too close to that actually. Look at this, guys. Almost looks like one of those machines that used to make the old carpets and rugs. How cool. Right, if we lower the pickup, hoping we're going to be able to pick that bit up. Right, it's not letting us pick that bit up back there. That's fine, it's not on our land. I'm not sure what the pickup's going to be like on this because they are quite big swaths. But it seems to be okay. If we miss anything too severe, I'll come back round and grab it. But there is our first bow. And there it is. So they are going to be this size, guys. But we can pick them up. Looks like a shredded wheat or something. Right, once again, this is going to take a while. But they are coming thick and fast. They are, what are they? They're only 300 litre barrels, I believe. It's going to be absolutely loads of these to pick up. Whether we can stack them nicely in the truck is another thing. I probably will try to, because that will be the best way. We can fit more in then. Obviously we do have the tension straps. But in terms of selling, I know Seth will take them. We'll have to check that out. Wow, that is quite a few, and we haven't even got to the end. Look at that. Right, this is where we could have a problem again with the swath here, because I don't think that's in our land. Yeah, I don't think we're going to pick up that bit, so that could live with us for a while unless we can afford to buy this plot of land. There we go, and we've started picking up again. Quite a wide swath there. Right guys, so as you can see, it's going to take me a while, so I think I will carry on with this, and I'll see you a little bit later. Hopefully it won't be too dark. But yeah, look at it. Right guys, two things really. We are losing quite a bit of light, and we have got tons and tons of boughs already. I have no idea how many we've got, but I'm just going to nip back up to the shop with this, because I don't think this is running quite right, so I'd like them to check that out. So we are going to head up there first. And we'll probably have to continue with the baling tomorrow. I'm hoping that that grass wouldn't have grown too much overnight. It shouldn't do, but you never know. But yeah, I don't know, it felt a little bit sluggish, that baler. I know it's cheap, it's fairly old, but I just want them to check that out. But so far, we've got quite a few bales. I know they're only small, but it is a start. And we are definitely building up our little empire. That's a bit ambitious, calling it that. Those watchtowers are pretty cool. Oh look, the light flashes up there. How awesome. I'll have to visit one of them one day. Have a look. I expect that's a fantastic view up there. But you never know. Whoa! What was that? That seemed to come from over there in that rock. What on earth was that? Some sort of explosion. What the? What was that all about? Help! Help! What? Someone shouting for help? Hello? Help! Hello? Snowy? Is that you? Seth? Snowy, I'm down here. I think I've broken my ankle.